Hi there, Ring have done it again. If you're still paying them a subscription fee, cancel it today to get a pro-rata refund. I would then invest in a different security system, such as a proper CCTV setup, an alternative alarm system, or an alternative camera system from companies like Eufy, Reolink, or Annke. I'll discuss those exact points in a minute, but why am I suggesting that you cut all ties with Ring? Well, they recently announced that they hike in the price of their Ring Protect basic subscription by a massive 43% in the UK, from £35 to £50 per year. This increase is only 25% in America, from $40 to $50, but both increases follow another huge increase less than 2 years ago, when Ring hiked the prices from £25 to £35 in the UK, a 40% increase, or from $30 to $40 in America, which is a 33% rise. That means that in less than 2 years, they've doubled the price in the UK and almost doubled it in America. This is such an annoying set of changes from Ring, especially because they've also been slowly but surely nerfing some of their other offerings too, such as removing Ring modes for free Ring Alarm customers last year, or doubling the subscription price for many Ring Alarm customers a few years ago. That is why I'm suggesting that you cancel your Ring subscription. Things will only get worse from here, because Ring and their owners Amazon have been selling loads of cheap products to hook people in, then they're intentionally trying to profit from their captive market. This is exactly what Amazon have been doing too. They've been hiking the price of Prime memberships, for example, and also removing previously free features from the Alexa app, such as cutting off access to Alexa Guard, unless you pay for yet another monthly subscription service. See why I'm wearing my grumpy top? This all sucks, but what's the solution? Well, there's three main options you can take here. Firstly, you can do nothing and stay with Ring. If you only have a single Ring camera or doorbell that you rely on, you could just stick with the Ring Protect basic plan and accept this now slightly worse value. Or you could cancel the plan and just rely on the free features, and I discuss what this means in a separate video. But essentially, it won't record anymore. You'll still receive motion and doorbell alerts to your phone, and you can watch footage in real time, but that's about it. Alternatively, if you have multiple Ring devices or you plan on buying more of them, you could get a Ring Protect Plus subscription instead. This has a number of benefits, including extended warranties and 10% off at ring.com. But it costs more, £80 per year in the UK or $100 in America. Of course, if you own 2 Ring devices, this actually works out better value than having 2 separate basic plans. You know, since Ring doubled the price of the basic plan in under 2 years. Sorry, I'm still salty about that. Of course, the downside here is that you're getting more Ring, not less. By paying them more money and buying more products, you're getting even more tied into the Ring ecosystem. And it's not some open ecosystem where you can suddenly start recording to your PC or NAS if you want to cancel the Ring subscription. If you want recordings to be saved, you must pay for a Ring subscription plan. Since Ring have shown that they'll happily remove features from the Ring app and hike their prices with minimal warning, I don't personally think that this is the best long-term option. The second option is to cancel your Ring subscription entirely, dropping down to the free tier. I'll discuss how to get a prorated refund on your subscription later, but the benefit of this approach is that you're freeing yourself of Ring going forward. Of course, you'll no longer get recordings of anything that happens around your property. What I would do instead is to invest in a proper CCTV or Power over Ethernet security camera system and have these record to a DVR, NVR or a NAS. This is actually what I do. I have multiple POE cameras that stream 24/7 to my NAS. Recording to a NAS is a little bit more technical, and it also can work out a lot more expensive because you also need to purchase the NAS. But a DVR or NVR system can be a good all-in-one solution. You purchased a special box that often includes the hard drive for free, and your cameras then plug into these. This can be an especially good option because many companies still allow you to watch recordings on your phone via their phone app. These systems also usually allow you to record 24/7 instead of cameras like Ring that record for 30 seconds and then give up. So this is a really good option if you're fairly security conscious, but it comes at a cost. Buying 4 good quality cameras, for example, and a decent sized NVR could cost you £400, $500 or more. Plus, it'll be harder to install because many of these systems rely on wired connections, like running Ethernet cables from your cameras to the recording unit. Although, if this would be a big problem, you can also purchase wireless systems too, which work well generally, but you probably won't be able to achieve 24/7 recording from multiple 4K cameras all over Wi-Fi, for example. but recording a few cameras at full HD quality over Wi-Fi should work fine here. The final option open to you is just to give up on Ring, but simply move to another smart camera provider instead, such as Eufy, Arlo, Tapo, Nest, or Reolink and Annke that I've already mentioned. I've tested various other cameras in previous videos if you wanted to check those out, but I personally quite like Eufy, Reolink and Annke because they all record in a higher resolution than Ring, plus they have pretty good local recording support too, such as recording to an SD card, your computer, or a NAS. This means that you don't need to pay a subscription fee. Most of their products also work fine with Alexa, meaning that you can watch their footage through your Echo Show, for example. Finally, they do offer cloud-based plans if you prefer to record to the cloud instead of locally. And of course, cloud recording isn't a bad thing. It's one of the reasons we all like Ring to begin with. All three of these companies also offer a good mix of products too, including smart doorbells, indoor cameras, and outdoor cameras. So you can usually switch from Ring to Eufy, Reolink, or Annke by buying a direct replacement for all of your old Ring devices. Simples. I realise that I haven't discussed alarm programs yet. If you have a Ring alarm system, you're not going to be directly affected by the Ring Protect Basic price changes because you probably had the Plus or Pro plan anyway. But if you are concerned about Ring's recent changes, rivals like ADT, Eufy, and Simply Safe all offer fairly good alarm system alternatives. Eufy's alarm system is probably the most natural replacement for your Ring alarm system, and they specifically market it as having no monthly fees, which is nice. You can even arm and disarm your alarm system within the app for free. Wow! Okay, that should be a standard feature, of course, but it's something the Ring makes you pay for some reason, so this is actually a benefit nowadays. Once you've finally given up on Ring, how should you cancel? Well, if you cancel on ring.com via a computer or a tablet, or you call them up, then you have the option to cancel immediately and receive a partial refund for the unused amount. This will be for the remaining days if you pay per month, or for the full remaining time if you paid yearly, and so this can actually be a decent refund amount. Just be sure to enter a passive-aggressive reason why you cancelled your subscription. Joking aside though, this is your time to politely tell Ring what you think of all their massive price hikes and feature reductions. And that wraps up this video. I should quickly point out that we will still be covering Ring products here on Smart Home Point because they are good products overall. It's just their subscription plan is getting a little bit too expensive, so I wanted to explore alternatives that you could look at. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you.